Hello Aries, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for you for the rest of May of 2020. Remember, this may not resonate with you, and if it doesn't, try not to make it fit. I don't know how stressful I can make that be, because it is important that you don't sit there and try to change it into something that it's not. Yeah, let's get started. See what we have for Aries. Now, Aries, of course, you know, is the ram. Aries is also ruled by Mars. And the major arcana card in the tarot deck for Aries is the Emperor. Ooh, what have we got here? Goodness. All right. First card out is the Lovers. This is two people that are joined, divinely joined. The Empress. Who better to be joined with than the Empress? This is someone who's very beautiful. She's very loving, very nurturing. She cares about other people. She's not selfish. She's a good mother. She births children as well as she births great new ideas. Very creative. And then we have the Knight of Wands. This card represents message coming in. It's coming in very fast. The Knight of Wands is also someone who's very creative as well. Might be bringing in a message of love. Okay, now we have the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups talks about nostalgia, things from the past, inner children coming out. When this card comes out along with the Lovers, it's usually considered a soulmate connection. Wow. Way to go, Aries. Let's see if we can get more information. Now, the Lovers can also mean, I do have to say this, it's two people that have met. It does not necessarily always mean that it's lovers. It could also mean that these two people love the same thing. For instance, a project or a career. But with the Six of Cups, that does kind of change it. It's more like a soulmate connection. Now the Knight of Wands, that's a fire sign. And the Empress I believe is Taurus. No. Empress, where are you? She doesn't really have a sign, but she's ruled by Venus. And we know the planet Venus is nothing more than love and beauty, and kind of like Taurus. But she's, like I said, she's very nurturing. Now, the Knight of Wands is also someone who doesn't always stick around. He might come in with great ideas and you know, love and all that, but does not necessarily commit. Does not always commit. So we'll have to see. But he's coming in fast on that horse of his. He's got a message to deliver. Wow. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we have the Three of Cups. Now the Three of Cups is a celebration card. It could be family members, friends, co-workers, neighbors. It can be a celebration of just having a good time. Not necessarily anything specific. But this card also has a dual meaning, which means it also is a reconciliation card. And that can be a reconciliation between two people to come back together. So this is really strong. Very strong. And then we have the High Priestess. Wow. This is definitely a spiritual reading. When you start talking about soulmates, the Empress, and now the High Priestess. The High Priestess is like an oracle. She gets information from the heavens above, and she's able to bring that information down to the earth plane to be shared. She's very psychic, and she has a very strong intuition. She knows what's going on. Wow. And this could be a male or a female. It's not gender specific. It's not gender specific. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Now the Empress is female, feminine. I do not change that. Let's see what else we have. Gosh. Now the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins indicates many options. It can also represent confusion. But the options are there, but the options are not sustainable. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. The Seven of Cups is, I'm sorry, I was thinking of cups, not pentacles. The Seven of Coins, I'm sorry. The Seven of Coins, this is somebody that's about ready to pick their harvest their whatever it is they're harvesting. It could be money. Maybe they're about ready to pick up and leave, because it's also about leaving. They're going to harvest, and then that bush is done. And it also stands for there's no time to procrastinate. The time is now. The time is now for harvesting. If you leave the fruit on the tree for too long, it will rot. So they're saying that now is the time. Wow. The last, for Aquarius, they also had a little bit of a love connection. I was getting nothing but work before. Now it's switching into love. Ah, there we go. This just confirmed it's a love reading as well, because the Four of Wands represents the marriage card. Now the Four of Wands also represents stability, and it also represents celebrations, which could be weddings, could be graduations, it could be birthday parties, anything on that nature. Huh, interesting. Tell me about the Six of Cups. This is a really true love connection. When you get the aces of anything, like the Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups here, this tells me that this is a true, pure, divinely guided love. There is a connection here. A very strong connection. Let's see what else we can find out. The Chariot. Okay, that kind of makes sense being here. The celebration and the harvest now. The Chariot. This is a card that indicates that someone is headed very fast into a situation. And it could very well be that it's in this love connection. The Chariot represents the zodiac sign, Cancer. Let's see if we can find out some kind of timetable. When is this going to happen? Oh, God. Again, confirmation. Now, this also indicates a stable home. And I've been getting this card a lot lately, too. It's financially stable. It's a happy family. Children. It's stable in every sense of the meaning. But now, also remember that tens, those are also endings. But I like to leave it when it's in the upright like this. If it's a 10, I still consider it a marriage. It's a very stable marriage. You've got the Four of Wands, which is stability as well as marriage. You've got the Ten of Coins, which represents financial security in a home, as well as material things, as well as a family. And the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. Now he had the High Priestess, so his intuition was telling him that this was true. So if there were any doubts in his mind before, the intuition, the nostalgia, that thinking back, it's actually considered a soulmate card. The Four of Wands is stability. Again, that you've got the Ace of Cups from the divine, which comes from heaven, being offered. All you have to do is follow through. And at the end, there's going to be a beautiful home, a marriage, possibly family. It could be a couple that they each maybe have their own kids. They join and then they join their kids as well. Could be something like that. Doesn't have to mean that they're single with no children. It can be single, or they could be parents of children already and joining. Wow. Okay, let's do a little digging over here. Okay. Now the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is indicating that somebody's wanting to leave in a kind of a sneaky way. They don't want to just... They want to do it at their own time. There's no rush. Oh, God. Another ace. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a sure sign. This is a brand new beginning. You might still, it could be that you knew each other, because I'm not seeing a lot of pre-cards about relationships and dating and all of that. I don't see any of that. So this is definitely a divinely guided reading. Definitely. There's a little bit of the Seven of Swords. I'm questioning, is that, are they are they on ready to take off? Because we already had the Chariot here, which is definitely a fast moving energy. There might be some questioning. I'm going to see if I can get a clarifier for that last card here. Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody wants to move fast. Not so much on this side, but we have the Chariot. We have somebody that's wanting to sneak away and go as soon as possible. And then now we have the Six of Swords, which is a boat trip. Leaving a bad situation and headed to calmer waters. So there could be some issues with these swords here, is why there's going to possibly be a delay. Possibly. Remember, swords are thoughts that you have in your mind. Sometimes we get thoughts stuck in our mind and they just go round and round and round, and sometimes they grow, and then sometimes we finally say, oh, nope, that's not true. Let's drop that. That's not true. So be careful with thoughts. They could trip you up. Well, it looks like we have a masculine on this side and we have a feminine on this side. So it looks like there is a true, for sure, lovers, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups. It's definitely a love connection, and it's definitely a soulmate connection. There might just be a little bit of something that has to go on here. Just a little bit of something that needs to get done. Wow, that's pretty. That's amazing. Bottom of the deck. Oh, we have the King of Wands. So this Knight of Wands has turned into a King of Wands. That's good, because the Empress needs somebody younger or somebody better. Someone not as young as a Knight, because the next step after the Knight is the King, and this is the King of Wands with the Empress. That's beautiful. Now what I'd like to do real quick here is get, these are called the Lovers Oracle deck, and they have really good advice. It's really interesting how sometimes it's just like right on. I would like to see if there's any words of wisdom, anything that needs to be revealed for Aries. Is there anything that Aries needs to know? They're hard to shuffle. I'd like to get one more. One more, please. There's two people. Let's get one more. There we go. I'll straighten those out later. So the first one that came out is, ooh, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Wow. Interesting. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. I don't know which person that applies to, but there might be a reason why somebody's not able to do it. They have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Wow, I haven't seen this card very frequently. That's pretty powerful. Well, it's power, but it's powerful. You know what I mean. The next card is, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Wow. I guess that's advice. Both of them. Strong advice. Beautiful. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, maybe next time. So until then, namaste. Bye.